So if vaccines are really the ticket back to normalcy, why is Singapore, where 83% of the population is fully vaxxed, in the midst of another COVID wave? Meanwhile, in Scandinavia, life is essentially back to normal. No mandates, vax passports, masks, everything's open, despite a much lower vaccination rate. Places like Denmark are averaging fewer than one COVID death a day. So what's going on? My next guest has some ideas. Dr. Harvey Risch, Yale epidemiology professor, joins me now. Dr. Risch, what is going on here? It's confusing to average Americans.
Well, Singapore has done very well, very thorough in vaccinating its population, but the population has very little natural immunity. Hardly anybody got the infection in the first place, and now the vaccines are wearing off. The vaccine immunity has a finite lifespan of somewhere between 3 and 6 months, and it's losing that over time, and more people are getting infected again. People can get infected while the vax is working, fully, but they're relatively protected from very severe outcomes, which is a good thing by and large for the people who take it. But they really need much more natural immunity from the infection and going forward in order to prevent what they're seeing. And they need that natural immunity to combat other viruses, other strains that may be coming as well. And for longer lasting protection, natural immunity is much longer lasting than vax immunity.
You mean the natural immunity that our own government claims isn't really protective at all? Okay. Well, a big problem, Doctor, that Singapore has is its own mixed messaging from their leader. Watch.
Cut back on social activities to slow the spread of the virus. Get vaccinated if you haven't already done so. Go for your booster shot when your turn comes. As more people are exposed to the virus and recover, our immunity levels will increase. COVID will spread less quickly among us. Okay,
so two different things, Dr. Risch. So it seems that outside of Scandinavia, none of these leaders know what they're doing. I mean, they just simply don't realize that locking down prolonged the pandemic for most of these countries, period.
That's true. But he said it. He said as more people get the virus, more...
At the end. Yeah, that's after he flip-flopped early on. So they didn't happen exactly at the same time. But herd immunity is a real thing, yes or no, Dr. Risch?
Yes, absolutely. Natural immunity is a real thing in large scale. We have about 70% now in the United States, and it's increasing
over time. All right, well, I've herd immunity to a hard break. Dr. Risch, thank you.